Welcome! Welcome back to On to the Plate. Tonight we're going to cook some Southwestern chicken fried chicken. Not chicken fried steak, but chicken fried chicken steak. If you ever had that in South Texas, you won't like it. Anyway, what we're doing here is I got me some mayonnaise. That sounds a little particular, like why are you starting out with Southwestern chicken with mayonnaise? Guarantee you what I'm going to do here is we got a potato. I got me some potatoes over here boiling. We're going to make some mashed potatoes, and we're going to make green peas, and we're going to make some steamed carrots to put in those green peas. And I'm going to tell you, after I get done frying this chicken at the end of this video and put that gravy on there that I'm going to show you how to make too as well, it's going to be something you can slap your grandma's face with. Alright, like I said, we're going to do the potatoes first. That's what we need to do. Now, actually, I bought these russet potatoes and I've peeled them off and I left a little brown on them because that helps the potatoes to blend well. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to show you how to cut it. All you want to do is you want to cut these at about ½ inch. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Get them about this size right here, and then you want to put them in a boiling water pot. That helps it cook faster. Now if you want to cook slow, you can cut them a little thicker. That's up to you, depends on you. So I think about 3 or 4 of them will probably feed about 3 to 4 or 5 people. And then after they're boiled, I'm going to show you how they blend in with our butter. Alright, like I said, I cut all those potatoes up. They're good to go. I got them boiling over here. What we're going to do now, you let them boil for about under 25 minutes. I mean 15 minutes if you had a hot burner. It depends on what you got. If you got a gas burner, 10 minutes. You got an eye cooker, which is, it depends, 15 minutes. But you just got to keep your eye on it, that's all. Let the potatoes get medium soft, that's all you got to do. Because you don't want them to get too soft and mushy with the water, because what's going to happen is when you add all your other ingredients, which I'm fixing to show you, they won't be gummy, but they'll be just smooth. But if you add too much water, it's going to hurt you. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this colander right here. It's got holes in it. Everybody has holes. Alright. And we're going to take this and we're going to strain it. Right here. And you can see all the potatoes are coming out. And we're going to sit there and we're going to mix it in the same bowl. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this butter right here. I'm going to throw me a ½ stick in there. Just a half. Let that, because I'm going to mix those taters in that bowl. Alright, as you can see, I've strained the potatoes. All the water's left off. They're sitting here in the beautiful sink. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this. I melted my butter, but I'm using my crustacean from my boiled potatoes because you don't want to lose any flavor from that. And it's got some butter in there because I threw a ½ stick of butter in there. And we're going to put it right here. There you go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw all my potatoes in there. Ready to go. Now, there's one thing about mashed potatoes you don't want to do. Is you don't want to over season them. And what I found out works the best is a little bit of black pepper, not too much, and I use the local seasonal. That's all we got to do. Not too much, just a sprinkle or so. It's up to you. You'll find out as you cook these, they're going to go salt. Some people will say no salt, more salt, whatever. But I like salt. I like sugar. I like it all. So what everybody gives me, it's free. I love it. So anyway, next dinner party, anybody bitches, you tell them, stop it. Now the next thing that comes up, and this is a weird deal, everybody says it's on sandwiches. You gotta put it on the taters. Always throw me about a spoonful of mayonnaise in there. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it says, no, you're not supposed to put it in there. But I guarantee you, you put a dab of that, that's all you gotta do. Your taters will be the flaming thing. Everybody will talk about you. How do you make those mashed potatoes? Well, that's how you do it. So what we're gonna do next We'll start stirring. We stir it, and you don't want to stir them too much. You want to blend it a little bit, just a little bit, and let it rest. Because them taters are soft, and like I said, you don't want to boil them too hard. You want to get them about medium. And just let them sit there like that. That's going to be on my next video, how to make potato salad. But anyway, we're going to make creamy mashed potatoes tonight for this fried chicken steak. But anyhow, let them sit just a little bit and let that mayonnaise soak in a little bit. And then we'll come back and whip them up and make them creamy. Hello. What I've done is I've dipped the chicken breast and the thighs, but I'm going to go ahead. I like to do that a little bit to give them a little like flash. They suck it up. You know, you slice your chicken thighs and you chop. You know, you cut a little edge on them, and then I like to put them just a little bit in the sauce and let them get a little bit, suck it up real quick. But then I'll do the long-term marinade. And I don't know if you ever been in a relationship or not. You gotta test it. But I tested this, and it's gonna work. So you gotta flash it a little bit, test the boundaries of what the chicken's gonna do for you, and then after that, you soak it. Now what I'm soaking it in, I'm putting the last chicken thigh in here. What I'm soaking in is some chili sauce, ketchup, buttermilk, and some regular old traditional whole milk. You can't do anything, no half cream, no half fat. I mean, this is a good southwestern fried chicken. So you gotta make sure you marinate this thing in everything that's real. Here we are again. I got my flour in my bowl. I like to use a little organic stuff. You can use your self-rising flour, that's good. But on the other hand, I like to use a little sleeve of crackers. And I put it in my processor. It's pretty good. If you mix in your crackers with your flour, it gives it a little, as you fry it, flour gets a little crust. You blend a little bit of cracker in there, it helps it crustate up a little bit, like crustation, and it helps it give it a little, it doesn't take as long to fry if you fry it slower. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do this, and we're going to show you in the next minute how to bread it. But meanwhile, I'm mixing. Alright, mixing it up here a little bit. We're going to get good and smooth. Cracker crumbs are good. Cracker crumbs always make position in deep fry. But you got to wonder one thing, and that's wonder how high to cook the meat, medium low. So what I'm doing here, as you can see, I got my cracker crumb and my flour. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to stir that up. And usually I do it with my hand. That's pretty much what we're going to do. Cleaner. Took all my utilities away. It's all good. Anyway, we're going to mix this up. And I want you to move in if you can. And I want to show you this. So what the secret is what we're going to do. Season all. Your seasoning, put a little bit of bash in there. Not much. That gives it the flavor. And after we're done with that, mixing it up, we're going to take this chicken and we're going to bread it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fry our chicken. I've breaded it with the breadcrumbs and the flour. It's going to be really tasty. So what we're going to do now, we'll put it in a skillet, fry it. And if anybody knows about anything about South Texas chicken fry, you're gonna have a good hot skillet with some chicken, fried, battered chicken. As you well know, we got this stuff frying up good. It's really good. Coming along here a little bit. And so what we've got is we've had to fry this on 350. We've adjusted our temperature. I think it's about 350. We're gonna pull these babies off. We'll set them on our platter. And you really don't need to worry about putting any pads on there to soak up the grease, because that'll take away from the tenderness of the chicken. So you just let it sit in its own marinade. We're done with that. And then after that, you got fried chicken. Alright, here we are. We got our hot crustaceans from our fried chicken. we're gonna pour some milk in there. It's hot. We're gonna pour about maybe 3/4 of a cup. We're gonna let it rest. Now, I mixed this up earlier. It's a little gummy. I'm gonna let it sit there. We're gonna let this boil. We're gonna mix it up. It's gonna get hot and turn the heat up a little bit. We're gonna do a little reduction here. Like I said with that shrimp before, we're doing chicken tonight. We're gonna make our chicken gravy. All you gotta do is I mixed up some chicken with flour and a little gummy. All you gotta do is do that. And we're gonna put a little mix in there. Now, how I made that was I made it with a little flour and the oil that was left over from the fried chicken. And I just put a little dab in there, and I put my milk in there, and with all the pan drippings, and we're gonna find out what it's gonna do. We know what it's gonna do. What it's gonna do is it's gonna richen up. It's gonna get thick. It's already starting. Here it comes. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna put that on that chicken fried steak. It's gonna be so good. And we're fixing to cook this, and we're gonna pour it on our chicken fried steak. We got the gravy done. We're good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this skillet, we're going to come over here, and we're going to pour it on this nice chicken fried chicken. Mashed taters, here it comes. Oh, you put that in front of anybody, it's going to be good. Hell yeah. Thank you folks for following along with this chicken fried dinner tonight. All you got to do is subscribe and give us a like.